Hi everyone, excited to have you all with us. Here is Michael from Winter. He just graduated from YC. Winter is building checkouts primarily for NFT projects and helping regular buyers of NFTs, primarily non-crypto native buyers, to buy and temporarily store NFTs in a regular, like in a wallet operated by Winter before the user have like their own personal wallet, and they can pay with things like credit card. So that's the background. The topic of today's episode is the future of Web3 payments, how things are broken today, how they can be better tomorrow, and what to expect. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you for having me, Yuri. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So let's start with some basics. Like the viewer for a second knows nothing. So how payments work in Web3, how they're different, what do you need to have to buy something in crypto beyond just the coins themselves? Like the people who view us maybe just have a Coinbase account and that's about their level of knowledge.
Yeah, so let's assume you're trying to buy an NFT, right? So first off, you need to make sure that you have a Coinbase account and you buy, let's say, Ethereum with that Coinbase account, right? Convert your, let's say, USD into Ethereum. And the second step is you got to set up a MetaMask wallet or any other wallet of your choice. Make sure you write down the seed phrase. Make sure you remember that, because if you lose it, you lose your wallet. And then what you do is you transfer your Ethereum from Coinbase into your MetaMask wallet. What I like to do is I like to also do a test transaction just to make sure, because all these transactions are immutable, right? And then the last step, you see how much gas fees are, and then you click confirm and you sign a transaction to buy your first NFT. So a bunch of steps to be able to buy your first
So
NFT.
you first need to send money from, like on Coinbase, from dollars to ETH, then ETH from Coinbase to MetaMask, and then from MetaMask to the NFT collection site.
Correct, yes, exactly.
So why can't you like buy things from Coinbase on NFT website?
Do you mean Coinbase's new NFT marketplace?
No. Like let's say I just have a regular Coinbase account, and let's say I already converted dollars to ETH, and then I visit the website like some random NFT DAO.xyz, and they're selling a nice NFT, and I want to click buy now and input my Coinbase whatever, and just why can't I just do the transaction that way?
Yeah, great question. So without getting too technical, it's essentially you don't really have the private keys to your crypto that you own in Coinbase. And because you don't own the private keys, you can't necessarily sign transactions and buy something.
So essentially on Coinbase, I'm a renter and not a homeowner. I don't own my place on Coinbase, and so I can't buy NFT into it because I don't own my place on Coinbase.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, Yuri.
And so the Winter basically give a temporarily like a storage space for every non-crypto user, and the credit card just go buy with credit cards. So what else the customers can do? Can they do returns? Can they move the bought NFT to other wallet they own later? Like what's going on?
Yeah. So just to be clear, on our, with our checkout widget, you can buy an NFT and also transfer it directly into your wallet. We can help store and manage the NFT if you don't have a wallet, but it's not a requirement, right? If you already have your own wallet, you can immediately buy and mint that NFT directly into your wallet. Unfortunately, for the most part, NFTs are non-refundable. And that means, we cannot refund a credit card transaction because once it's gone and out of our hands.
What are the things that get people confused? So there are confusions around currencies. It's hard to remember which currencies I have and which currency the NFT sale side accepts. Another one is a thing called networks. So maybe explain that part.
Yeah. One of the big problems that we see is there's a bunch of different blockchains out there. For example, Solana, for example, Ethereum. And we find that just because you have a MetaMask wallet on Ethereum doesn't mean you have a Solana wallet, and also vice versa, right? And so we find a lot of consumers, they try to input their Solana wallet address for an Ethereum project, and obviously that doesn't work. And we find that a lot of consumers just naturally get confused, not just blockchains, but also across blockchains.
Yeah, so let's say I'm a beginner collector of NFTs and I saw one cool NFT that lives on Solana and another cool NFT that lives on Ethereum and third on Polygon. So I need 3 different wallets on 3 different chains to even collect and store and own those things.
Yeah, essentially you need a bunch of different wallets. And the hard part is there's not even a centralized place to view all your NFTs either, right? OpenSea only really supports Ethereum and Polygon. They just opened up beta support for Solana, so you can't even view your Solana NFTs really on OpenSea just yet.
And then essentially, even if I can, it's probably a separate OpenSea account because I have one account, one wallet, or one account, many wallets. Okay, yeah. So even for people who are in the industry, it's confusing. So,
yeah.
All right. So, what else is broken?
Yes, there's a lot of other things that are broken. I think the biggest thing that is broken, right, is people just don't think in terms of pricing, in terms of currencies in Ethereum or Polygon or Solana, right? And we find that a lot of consumers, they are asking, oh, I see this NFT costs 0.1 ETH. How much is that in USD, right? And one of the features that we naturally provide is a very easy, up-to-date, real-time conversion rate. And we find that consumers really like that because now they can see, oh, this NFT costs $200. I understand it now.
And so do you see in the future, you go to any online store, the primary price would be shown in dollars or ether, and then we will add small gray color second price in some other currency? And do you think where they will be fixed? Would it be always one ether and just different kind of dollars every day, or always $100 and different kind of ether every day?
Yeah, good question. So number one, we believe that for NFTs and also Web3 to take off in general, the most familiar thing is USD pricing, right? So obviously there's going to be some projects that are, let's call them more crypto native, that are more into ETH pricing, but we really believe that USD pricing will help NFTs and Web3 become mainstream, right? With that being said, we do believe that prices will constantly change relative to ETH and USD, right? Even today in real world scenarios, the euro is technically constantly changing in terms of conversion rate with USD, right? If I see something that costs €2, one day it could be 1.5 USD, maybe next day it could be 1.6.
Yeah, by the way, it's not a theoretical question. So I run a company called SuperDAO. We are Shopify for DAOs, one-click DAO formation. One of our business models would be SaaS business models, like, monthly fee. And we are thinking like, say, a Pro, like SuperDAO Pro, would it cost $100 per month or like 0.1 ETH per month? Like whether we like anchor our pricing to a cryptocurrency or to a national currency. And we actually haven't decided yet.
And even for us, we have businesses that ask, obviously, we want to accept only 0.1 ETH for this NFT, but we also have some businesses that are, again, more traditional who say, we always want this to be $200 US, and please do the conversion to pass us, 0.1 ETH one day, 0.2 ETH the next day, and whatever.
Got it. Okay, so they're both choices. Which choice is more popular on Winter right now?
So I would say the more crypto native types of projects are looking for, classic standard ETH pricing. But as we start to move into more traditional, businesses, as they get more...
crypto first today, but tomorrow it would be fiat based.
Exactly.
Got it. So what mobile? When do you think mobile payments will be easy?
Yeah, good question. So today, I actually believe mobile, crypto payments are just insanely hard and just completely broken, right? MetaMask on mobile, if you want to connect it to your Safari browser, you have to jump through a bunch of apps, and it's really freaking hard, right? And so I don't actually think anybody has solved mobile Web3 payments included just yet. And I think there's a big opportunity. That's something that Winter is actively thinking about. How can we improve mobile payments? And we think there's a huge opportunity there because obviously today, a lot of e-commerce goes through mobile.
Yeah. So another question I have. So I assume there would be some sort of payment wars in Web3. So I assume Stripe, Visa, PayPal, Venmo, I don't know, Cash, whatever, Square that is now called Block. Everyone would be kind of interested. So how a new company like Winter can win, how an old company can win. What do you need to win to become a standard to at least top 2, top 3 payment networks?
Yeah. So in the context of crypto and Web3 and payments, I would say where we, see ourselves is we're combining both payments and core infrastructure, right? So you can imagine wallets, you can imagine, gas fees and things like that. Obviously, Stripe is a monster when it comes to credit card payments on the internet, but we don't really see them going deep on NFTs. We don't see them going deep on wallet integrations and storing NFTs and managing NFTs, right? And that's really where we see our sweet spot. We're really at the intersection.
So essentially, you need to be a full stack payment provider, and you probably need a consumer interface like, I don't know, consumer mobile app or something like that, which Stripe doesn't. I don't think like most Stripe users actually have a Stripe mobile app or something.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. And where do you think the role of Apple and Google is in terms of the app stores? Are they all the wallets and all the payments legal? They were very much against in-game payments. Are they supporting or like prohibiting crypto payments in mobile apps? Like what's going on?
I think for them, it's a little bit of a catch-22, right? People want more crypto, more Web3 focused apps and games, but because it's blockchain and because it's decentralized, it's very hard for them to take a cut. Right? That's why they love their closed ecosystems, because they can take 10, 15, 20% of any in-app purchase or game sale. And so we're already starting to see kind of, companies and consumers butting heads a little bit because incentives aren't totally aligned there. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Google and Apple and consumers respond to this.
Awesome. And how much do you take?
What do I think?
How much do you take in terms of percentages?
How much do we take in terms of percentage? So for us, we add on anywhere from a 3 to 7% fee for the NFT buyer. Just to be clear, NFT sellers and businesses, they don't have to pay us anything. And a big reason for this is consumers have choice, right? We believe in choice. They can pay with Ethereum and pay 0%.
They can figure things out. Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
What's the average NFT price this day?
I would actually say there's no average NFT price. But for the most part, in terms of NFTs that we've seen selling through our platform, anywhere from 300 to 600 USD per NFT is about the average price.
Yeah, because I feel like if you buy something for like $100,000, then you probably figure out how to pay it with Ethereum yourself to avoid, I guess, 7% would be like $7,000 commission. That was probably worth figuring something out.
So I think for you and I, yes, but we actually find that there's even let's call them crypto intermediate people who have Ethereum, right? But what we find is they view Ethereum and Solana as more of an investment, and they don't really want to spend their investment, just like how you wouldn't spend Apple stock, right? And because of that, they're actually very happy to pay 5% for let's say 5% of Winter's fees, because they believe obviously they're
Ethereum. So it's like almost like there is a logic, but still a not very rational choice. But I understand.
And so we find that really interesting.
Awesome. So maybe to conclude, some crazy predictions, what to expect on Web3 payments, where you think the next element of progress will happen? What are the next problems we're gonna actually fix?
So kind of outside of NFTs, one of our biggest problems that could be solved with crypto is it takes a long time for ACH or a wire to settle. And we love USDC because it settles in essentially 1 minute, right? And so we tried sending wires on weekends, and obviously that just doesn't work, right? Wire doesn't operate on weekends. And we would love it if, for example, USDC became a more mainstream, payment choice.
Got it. So like fiat, then USDC, and then like more like Ethers and Solanas of the world.
Exactly.
So USDC is like the role of USDC is increasing in the ecosystem.
Yes, the role of USDC, and specifically to solving the problem of settlement times.
And maybe one final question. This is more like from SuperDAO and DAO Heroes, the channel we're on. Do you plan to be a DAO? Like, have you thought of that yourself, or build any DAOs?
I think we don't have a strong answer just yet, yes or no. I think once we start building up our community, if we even find that there's a community of people, then I think it would make a lot of sense to build a DAO and build a community around that. We're still TBD on that. We're still relatively early and still trying to, build our product.
Yeah, I think maybe for you, the thing to figure out is who your external contributors is. Are they content creators who promote your payments, or people who implement your payment flows in their original kind of circles of influence and things like that, like ambassadors?
Exactly.
Awesome. This is great. This concludes our episode. Please tune in for DAO Heroes for more episodes like this one. And until the next one.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yuri.